I was only kidding.
To say you have a tendency to lose them. Okay? While the cotton's coming around, I'd like to go over the safety rules real quick, like. While we're out there riding and sliding, I ask that everyone please keep your hands and feet inside the boat. This will prevent you from getting hit by any of the tree branches and or cut by the sawgrass. While the boat's moving, everybody is to remain seated. Anytime the boat stops, you're welcome to stand up, look around, and take your picture. Now, when we come into our main trail where we hope to find our alligators, again, please, folks, all hands and feet inside the boat. Nobody needs to come home with the nickname Stubborn. All right? Now, when we do stop for the alligators, they're going to be on one side of the boat or the other. I ask that everybody refrain from all rushing to one side of the boat. Not that the boat would capsize or turn over, but what will happen is we'll make the boat lift enough that it tempts the alligator to get into the boat. That's going to make the young couple in the front row here very uncomfortable because this is his favorite spot. By the way, if the big gator, that third row gets real crowded because he clears most of the front row. Now, the captain's chair up there, and the only one I share it with are the two youngest members on the boat. Everybody else, sorry, you're on your own. Actually, the most important thing, for all you folks that are wearing hats and caps and stuff, my suggestion for the ball caps is to put them on airboat style. The hat like that, just kind of keep a finger or a tip on it while we're out there sliding in the turns. What happens is if you lose that loose piece of article of clothing and it goes through the propeller shatters. And then the individual that lost the hat or the scarf or whatever becomes the topic of conversation on the long, wet walk back. All righty then. We don't make jokes like that in the Everglades. Doo-doo stuff. Here's my voice for this opportunity. All right. surrounded by small wooded areas. So when our first English explorers came here and they came inland, they looked out over this glade and it just seemed to go on forever and ever, thus the term Everglades. The Indians call it Pehehoke. Pehehoke roughly translates into flowing grass. We know it as the river of grass, and if the truth be known, it is an actual flowing river. It flows from the north to the south at a rate of about 1 mile per day. Now this river is approximately 50 miles wide and close to 120 miles long, stretching from the south side of Lake Okeechobee all the way down into Florida Bay. The water that we're sitting in right now is somewhere between 12 and 14 inches deep, so in reality we could get out and walk if we chose to. By the way, if any of you want that truly exotic picture, please feel free to step on out of the boat and have your friends or neighbors take your picture. I'll be more than glad to wait for you to get back in. I haven't got a take on that all day long. About every 7 to 14 years, we'll have an exceptional wet or an exceptional dry spell. During one of these dry spells, a single tree will take root and start growing, much like the one out in front of us with the great white egret on top of it. Now, as over the years, as this tree grows, it'll collect the floating nutrients in the water in the form of the algae that you see growing on the plant life just below the water. This algae is called periphyton. The periphyton gathers around the base of the little tree, and as you know, birds will fly in carrying seeds from other trees, and after 30, 40, or 50 years, we'll have an island the size of the one off to the right over here. Now imagine, if you will, this same process over a period of 100, 200, or 300 years. You folks would like to stand up and look off to the horizon just over the top of the sawgrass. Panther, bobcat, bear, all the animals of the Everglades. This is where they go to dry their feet out at night. You see, our Everglades animals, they travel. Little female, she hangs out here in these reeds. There's a little opening back here she spends most of her time in. It was pretty cold by an alligator standards last night, so they're basically just laying around and basking in the sun. We're going to go ahead and go on down our trail a little bit farther and see what else we can find. Now, the male alligators are very territorial. They will battle viciously to keep other male gators out of their territory or turf. Ghost territory begins all the way back where we first jumped into our trail, up to about halfway through the little island hammock ahead of us. Now, though Ghost will not allow or tolerate any male alligators in his territory, he will allow female gators, anywhere from 6 to 10 of them. They'll mate once a year, generally in the springtime. After they mate, the female goes off into the grass areas, and using sawgrass, reeds, leaves, twigs, and mud, she'll build a nest where she'll lay anywhere from 30 to 40 eggs. Of the 30 to 40 eggs, about 25 to 30 may survive to hatch. Of that 25 to 30 that actually hatch, maybe 10 or 15 will survive to become adult gators. As baby alligators, they're only 6 inches long. They fall prey to the storks, the herons, the egrets. They get out into the deeper water, the bass, the garfish, the turtles, and of course the larger alligators will make a meal of them. Now, Ghost here can grow to be anywhere from 15 to 17 foot in length and live to be 50 to 75 years of age. Hey, Ghost.
Wake up.
Hey, Ghost. These are extremely powerful creatures, alligators are. A gator this size has got the crushing force in his jaws equivalent to that out of the water. It would be very easy for him to get into the boat if he chose to. But today he seems a little bit lethargic because of the cold, and if he were moving around, he'd be more interested in the marshmallow than anything else. So you really wouldn't have to worry unless the marshmallow... Hold on. Take the marshmallow. Take the marshmallow and pinch it in half and hold it out where the birds can see it, and they'll walk right up to you and take it out of your fingers.
What about the alligators under the water?
Don't let go of the marshmallow then. She sees the marshmallow. Or he sees the marshmallow, I should say. The real bright, pretty colored ones are the male of the species. The females are a little bit more bright. here on our right. Come on, big boy.
Uh-oh.
Sure. They bear is poisonous. The Indians say it can be eaten, but you gotta wait till it's yellow, golden, ripe. And even then, it's not something you go shopping for. It's a survival food. It's supposed to have a real nasty taste to it. To our right, the real tall tree in the background would be the southern magnolia. Has a beautiful white flower, very. Now, to the right and the left of us, the vines growing throughout the trees. These are wild grapes. About 5 months ago, these vines were full of grapes. The air plants hanging from the vines over on the right and over on the left are from the bromeliad family. Coming up on our left on the little island, you'll notice the banana tree. Just above the purple pod-like flowers, you'll see the little bunches of bananas. Now the tree behind the banana trees is a bishop wood. My favorite of all the Everglades plants is over here on our right, the giant leather fern. This particular fern has been found in fossil fern, along with our last living dinosaur, the alligator. Is a statement in itself that the Everglades has remained unchanged for hundreds of thousands of years. As you can see, we've come full circle and returned to Coopertown. We'd like to invite all of you to go back and visit our wildlife compound, see our farm-raised gators, birds of prey, and visit our Indian Craft Center. Last but not least, I'd like to ask that everybody please remain seated until I have the boat securely tied to the dock. Thank you again on behalf of the world-famous Coopertown Airboat Tour. Look at that, he's talking to you already. Here's neck. Like that. Here you go. How heavy he is. How heavy he is. There you go. He's a little yankee. Let him calm down. You ready, bud? Right here. Come on, stay in front of him. Don't be close to his mouth. He's a baby, but he has teeth. Let me show you something. Look at those teeth. Did you see those teeth? Look how sharp they are. Look how sharp those teeth are. That'll take your nose right off. Touching its tail. Good. It feels like a snake. Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Slide.
We get to
boy, smile. Come on. Come on. Smile, pretty. That's the way.
We'll make a copy of that for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We got you every other way. Now old enough.
All right.
You want to have it? There you go. You look like a little southern boy now.
Okay, I got it.